But we start with a new development in the case of an Albuquerque police detective shot by his lieutenant.
Charges have been dropped against the two men that police were going after that day. News 13's Gabrielle Burkhart is live at Central and Tramway with why. Gabby?
Dean police say those two men were selling undercover officers meth in this McDonald's parking lot when things took a turn. An APD lieutenant fired his gun, hitting a fellow detective. Now the two men at the center of the drug investigation are no longer charged. It was a drug investigation that didn't end the way it was supposed to.
An undercover Albuquerque Police Department detective was shot.
That undercover detective, Jacob Grant, is still in critical condition. He was shot by Albuquerque Police Lieutenant Greg Brackle during a $60 drug buy earlier this month. Police say Damian Bailey and Edmund Vester sold undercover cops meth, but we've learned drug charges against the two men were dropped at the request of APD.
I was hoping to talk to you specifically about why the charges were dropped against them.
The department wouldn't go on camera, but did tell us drug charges will be refiled once all officers involved are in a better state to assist with prosecution. Lieutenant Brackle has already been interviewed. Detective Grant has not. Grant was with undercover detective Holly Garcia in a black car during the drug deal. Garcia suffered a minor injury.
Is her interview not sufficient enough to proceed with the charges?
APD says Garcia is still on administrative leave and cannot yet appear in front of a grand jury. The district attorney's office tells us APD requested more time to complete the case. Otherwise, they'd have to present the case to a grand jury within 10 days. Vester is out of jail. Bailey is still in for a separate shoplifting charge. There are still questions about the shooting. APD says one of the suspects pulled out what they later learned was a pellet gun. Police say at some point Grant broke his cover, but cannot confirm why. Both Bailey and Vester have not yet faced weapons charges or assault on an officer in this case, but APD says they can still file those charges. Back to you.
All right, Gabby, thank you. It is still not clear why Lieutenant Brackle fired or how many times Detective Grant was shot. APD has declined our daily request now to get you details on this shooting.